Hi guys, and welcome to the second part of our picking our World Test 11. I want to take it over to Blaise Murphet again, and I want to hear who's going to be your keeper.
Well, I really think that I want an explosive batsman, at the same time as a good wicketkeeper, a potential leader of my side, a bit of youth in what is quite an old lineup. So I'm going to go with the Indian captain, Virender Sehwag.
It's a very interesting choice there, Blaise. I remember seeing on the 6 o'clock news in the UK when the man went to go and get a haircut. Do you remember that?
I do.
I think he was met, I can't remember exactly where it was, but he was met with a crowd of like 40,000 screaming fans. And I think that just really shows what cricket is in India. It's like religion, it's bigger than anything.
That's right.
And
also presents a kind of new, fresh face for Indian cricket, and I think just a really explosive batsman to back up my very run-heavy top order. How about your wicketkeeper?
I've gone for a slightly different tact here. I've gone for someone that's very malleable and has been a star performer for a long time, and he's a tiger. And his name is Sangakarra. I think he averages over 50. He's been around for ages. He's not too old. He's not as old as the likes of some of my top order, but I guess I'm still going for quite an old team. But
look, Sangakarra
that's who I'm going to go for.
And probably against my choice here, but Sangakarra is someone that could easily bat higher in the order. He's a master batsman, no doubt about it, and I definitely took him into consideration. I just want that fiery aspect of Dhoni.
I was surprised you didn't go for Haddon.
Yeah,
I think
no surprise at all. Don't rate him that well.
The patriotism.
Talk about surprises and patriotism, Dave. I'm just looking through your lineup there and looking for an English player. No, can't see an English player there. Is there? Do you want to
never know.
Explain to our viewers why you've done this to your country?
I think let's not speak too soon. I think maybe in the bowlers you would have, but in the bowlers maybe there's someone that would go in there. So
why don't you kick it off with the number 8 position therefore?
My number 8 position, I think, adds the balance to my batting lineup. Is explosive, scores rapidly, has the best eye for a ball of any bowler turned all-rounder in the world, and is explosive with the ball, swings it late, and is left-handed. So I've gone for Mitchell Johnson.
And that's a really good choice, and I've gone for the same choice. And it's interesting because I'd say that a couple of years ago, probably our kind of idea of who we want as that explosive bowling, batting all-rounder would have been Freddie Flintoff. But
yeah, funny you should say that.
Right, why is
that? Flintoff is great. Let's go back to 2003, and then we'll take Flintoff every time. But just niggling injuries. England's not managing him well. They're over bowling him. They're relying on him way too much, and I think that's the reason for him not being.
Johnson's a good pick.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So who's your next bowler then?
I've got a left arm kind of seamy swinger, and now I want a bowler who's a right armer and who'll bounce batsmen out. He's probably one of the most exciting young bowling talents to come on for a while. I really want someone who can come up and force the batsman back for my swing bowler Mitchell Johnson to then come and draw them forward. So really kind of 1-2 punch approach. And that would have to be Sharma, who I consider one of the absolutely sensational best bowlers in world cricket at the moment.
And very surprisingly, or maybe not, I share Blaise's sentiments there, and I absolutely love Sharma. I like cricketers that just are in the batsman's face. They're explosive. They're not afraid of confrontation. And that's why I've definitely gone for Sharma as well.
Now, I'll refer you back to the ICC bowling top 10 current, and Sharma doesn't rate a mention. And I do have here that his test bowling average is still up at 31.7, which you would say isn't perhaps that impressive. But I think that just his potential, and I don't think it's always in the statistics, it's just the way that...
And I think we are picking a team for now. We're not picking a team for the last 2 years. We are picking a team for 2009 now.
That's correct.
Ishant Sharma would definitely be in it.
Not in the top 10. Mitchell Johnson does come in at number 3 in the ICC rankings, but again, if you want to comment, if you've got something to say, if you think Sharma shouldn't be there, let us know. So, how about your next bowler, Dave?
My next bowler is someone that's caused the Aussies a lot of trouble. The past couple of Test series anyway, although the Aussies triumphed in South Africa, Steyn is just a really exciting cricketer for me. He bats a little bit, and for me, he is the #1 fast bowler in the world right now.
And that's why we both have him at number 10. Pity about our writing techniques.
3-year-olds could do better, but we're not here for writing. So let's go on. Who's your rank number 11?
Well, my rank number 11 also acts as my spin option. I do have a bit of part-time spin here with Sehwag. Tendulkar can turn a few. I've got I think an excellent 3-seamers supported by my swinger, not a swinger, a swing bowler, Kallis. And I'm going on someone who perhaps his reputation has made me pick him, but it's probably also on the fact that I don't know if there's that many outstanding spin bowlers in the world other than Murali, and 770 wickets and counting. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, there were a few other candidates here, like Daniel Vettori is a Kiwi stalwart. He is a very exciting bowler still. He bowls like left arm. There's not many good left arm spinners in the world.
And in preceding weeks we're going to cover one day and test 20 squads, and I'm sure someone like Vettori would definitely factor in those. But I think just in terms of holding a team in, and they always talked about with Warne that he could stifle an end for the fast bowlers, but at the same time he could take wickets. Yeah. And look at bowlers like in the ICC rankings like Paul Harris. Yeah, he takes 1 or 2, but his main role, Ashley Giles comes to mind, was to hold the batting side, and that's all they could really do, is just hold it, and hopefully then the pace bowlers get wickets.
Never mention that name Gilo again.
I'm sorry.
I never want to hear about the King of Spain.
But Murali,
conversation over Murali and Gilo. There's worlds apart there, to be honest.
Harbhajan? Would he have got in there?
Harbhajan, I think he is up there in the ICC ranking. I think he's number 6 or number 7 right now.
Yes.
So he's a close call, but just for me, Murali does so much more. And some people say that he carries the Sri Lankans. They don't have so much, like apart from Chaminda Vaas. But Chaminda Vaas is getting old now. He's still. You can't hold it against them.
Yeah. The Yorker bowler, Malinga, is it?
Malinga.
Yeah, he might be in your side. Well. Some of the other bowlers that don't factor in ours that are right up there are Stuart Clark, obviously injured, but a very good bowler. Mackay Rantini, over 300 Test wickets.
Yeah.
He'll kind of run in all day for you. Chaminda Vaas, Jerome Taylor, who's quickly becoming...
Yeah.
He's routed England a couple of times this Caribbean
Very sadly, and that's a talking point for me. In my side, there's no Englishman. I'm sad to report, but that just reflects English cricket right now. We're in a low, and hopefully we can build up.
I slip Peterson in as my nominal 12th man for this spot.
But could his personality really fit into this side here?
A lot of ego in my batting lineup already, so probably not.
Well, let's move on from that. And this is our world teams now. They're pretty good, I'm sure you'll agree.